blessed and purpose-filled day, night, evening, wherever you're at right now. I'm Giselle Johnny, and I'm on a mission to help aspiring leaders, Christian leaders who just desire to make a difference because there's a dream on the inside, a calling, or a vision to influence change in the world. Maybe it's in your community, maybe it's in ministry, some passion project, business, or a movement that you just have on the inside that you know was inspired by God to bless lives and make a difference. And so today we want to talk about how do we stop self-sabotaging? All right, because many times we have great dreams, but we stop ourselves from going forward to making that a reality. While we're talking about this, I want you to take some time to think about how are some of the ways you may have been self-sabotaging and not even realize that, because once we're human, we all do that at some point in time. All right, let me share this quote with you. And this quote I found really interesting. Matter of fact, I want to share a couple today. This quote is by Alice Corinne Selby. And it said, self-sabotage is when we say we want something, then we go about making sure it doesn't happen. Think about that. So self-sabotage is saying, I want to rise up and do something. I want to make a difference. I want to cause an impact. But then we do everything without even knowing it to make sure that it doesn't happen. That is very interesting and at the same time, very sad, right? And so today I want to talk to us about really looking at self-sabotaging, this behavior that helps to create problems in our daily lives. Because if a person has the proclivity to be sabotaging themselves, it will happen in different aspects. I like to look at our lives as an ecosystem and a wheel. Actually develop this purpose wheel that helps us to look at our lives from the place of our faith or relationships and looking at our finances, our health, and different areas of our lives. And when we look at it, how and what area are we sabotaging? Sometimes we sabotage ourselves in our relationships, right? By thinking things, I'm not good enough, or my partner isn't happy, or I may never be married, or there's just these self-sabotaging thoughts keep us back from really having the life we want and deserve, the life that God intended for us. One of the most self-sabotaging behaviors, according to psychology today, is the use of self-medication and drugs, comfort eating, and all of that, right? So these things are ways that people physically self-sabotage. But what about when we just keep thinking negative? Isn't that self-sabotaging when we keep thinking, I'm not good enough? What will people say? What would they think if I try to rise up and do this thing? If I try to rise up and start this new career, go back to school, if I rise up and do what I really want to do, what are the people in my circle going to say? And that is self-sabotaging, because who put that dream on the inside of you? Who put that desire, that calling? Where did it come from? I always like to go to one of my favorite scriptures in the entire Bible, and it says in Revelations 4:11, he is worthy to receive the glory because he created us for his glory and his pleasure. So you are a beautiful rose, or maybe you're a carnation, maybe you're a lily, and you are thinking about what a rose think about me. You can't be compared to a rose because you're not a rose, right? And so just be a beautiful carnation and let the glory of who you are be reflected. And that's one of the ways that we can stop self-sabotaging, by refusing to compete, by refusing to allow opinions and things cause us to not go forward. And first, we have to take control by our own thoughts, thinking positive, thinking in alignment with God's word and its will for us. And that's one of the great ways for us to not self-sabotage. I want to talk to you about a second way really quickly. We sabotage the great things in our lives because deep down we don't feel worthy, or we feel unworthy of having these great things. I want to say that again, and I'm going to share with you who the quote is by. We sabotage the great things in our lives because deep down we don't feel worthy of having the great things. And so, who says that you are not good enough? Who says that you don't deserve to rise up and do what you desire to do, that dream that is burning on the inside? Many times people are so frustrated and we blame it on the job, we blame it on someone else. But if you really look inside, it's unfulfilled dreams, it's the calling, it's the thing that God placed you in the earth to do that we're not realizing, and that can often cause us to become very, very frustrated. And so today I want to ask you, if you really want badly to walk in what God has called you to do, Don't ruin it. Begin to write the vision down. Begin to work on those things that God has placed inside of your heart, and really stop overthinking. Stop imagining the trouble that you may see and how it's not possible. Stop worrying. Stop doubting. Believe in yourself, and more so, believe that God put that dream inside of your heart and it's worth your attention. I want to thank you for your time today and wish you a blessed and purpose-filled rest of your day.